first thing in the haul that I mentioned was the Bedhead Masterpiece Hairspray. I think I bought it because it was on sale, and holy moly, I go through these like, I would say maybe every other month I've burned through one of these because I don't use hairspray every single day. Sometimes I use texturizing spray, sometimes I use, well, dry shampoo. But this hairspray I use when my hair is naturally wavy curly. I use it when my hair is like this. I use it when my hair is straight. I use it all of the time when I'm putting it in a bun. It is my favorite hairspray. I've loved it for years. I say it all the time, but wait till it's on sale at Ulta because you can usually get it like half off. And that's when I usually buy like 2 or 3 of them, or 4 or 5 of them. I still have a lot. Like, I don't need to buy any more anytime soon. Actually, it might be dwindling. I might only have like 2. It smells amazing too, but it doesn't make your hair crunchy. It gives it like this, well, I mean, I used it in my hair today. It gives it this very touchable hold, but it helps tame down the frizz, and it smells amazing. And it gives it just a little bit of texture. I love it so much. Another thing I bought in the haul were these lashes. These are the Ardell natural lashes in number 110. And I'm using the 3rd one of them today. Guys, I do not wear lashes very often. I use them from time to time in videos. That's about it. Sometimes for special occasions. Not that I don't like them. I mean, I have them on today, this exact kind, to show you. And I'll show you me putting them on now. I feel like lashes can make your look so much better. But I just know me in day to day, I just don't put them on every day, which is why I don't always put them on in videos either. I think these are very natural looking. You know, like I said, you can see them on my upper lash line today. I think they're very natural. They're decently easy. I do have to trim them. I cut off maybe like 3 millimeters from each side from the end part of it. And as long as you let the glue, you know, get a little bit tacky for a minute before you try to put them on, they go on pretty easily, and they're very, very lightweight. They don't feel uncomfortable to wear. So I do like them. I would recommend them. Oh my gosh. Another thing I hauled in this video was the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. This is one of my favorite highlighters of all time. It's under $5. I don't have it on today. I have an Urban Decay one on because I was trying the Cherry collection out. If you're interested, this is the most perfect everyday highlight. If you don't want something blinding, but you want a little bit of like lightness and like glimmer slightly. There's no glitter in this at all. It's just the most beautiful finish. It just looks satiny and perfect. You can put this, like, I'll just kind of dust it everywhere, and it just makes my whole, okay, not everywhere because that would be insane. But I'll put it there, and I'll sometimes use it on my brow bone. I'll use it on my inner corner. I'll use it, you know, a little bit on my nose, center of my forehead. It's just so easy to use and foolproof. You can't really screw it up because it isn't so like punchy. I love it. This is one of those things I would repurchase. I would recommend again and again to all of you. I think it is gorgeous. Now, Essence, get a little bit of a shade range for this so other people can enjoy it too. Please. Another product I originally hauled back in February was the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I know they have a foundation out now. But I originally got the shade C2, and when I was trying in that video, I was like, it's okay. I think it was just a little bit too light for me. So I got the shade C4, and that's what I'm applying right now. And that's what I'm wearing today as well. It's a little bit more of a, you know, closer to my skin tone because I don't like it to be super bright on my under eye. I want it to be more coverage than brightness, but just a slight amount. And I think it is so pretty. This is one you have to set. I'm learning as I use this more and more and more over the months. You have to set it. It'll creep into your fine lines. Usually I'll kind of pat it off once and that's good. But as an extra precaution, I typically set it anyway. I will link my favorite under eye setting powder. It's expensive, but it is the best one I've tried. I will link that below because like I found this one for Charlotte Tilbury and I never looked back. That's the only one I use. It is so good. So anyway, I really like this. Again, price point is great. Packaging is beautiful. It's got the giant doe foot like the Tarte Shape Tape does, but I like this one, I think, slightly better than the Tarte Shape Tape. So this was when I hauled the Catrice Prime and Fine Brightening eyeshadow base, and oh my gosh, I used it today. I use it all of the time. This is an amazing eye primer. It's got a doe foot applicator. It's definitely more of a white shade, but that's where that brightness comes in because you blend it out onto your eyelid space up to your brow bone, and it definitely brightens the area, but that white color helps make any shadow you put on top pop. And not only that, but I do think it holds on to shadow pretty well. Again, do I think this is the perfect primer. If you have really oily eyelids, no, because I think this can almost tend to be slightly oily on itself. It definitely dries down. It doesn't stay that way, but I could see if you had really oily eyelids that this might not work as well for you. But if you don't typically have a problem, this really is nice. And again, I had also repurchased the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination Powder Foundation, my favorite powder of all time. The Wander Beauty Wanderlust powder is creeping up there because I really, really like that as well. They both have really high coverage. They're both right around the same price point, so it's not like you're saving a ton of money either way. But I do think I like this one slightly better. I have it on today, so I'll show you me applying it. It kind of pulls my entire look together every single day. I'll use a powder brush. I'll put it all over before I put on blush and highlight, and I feel like anything that my foundation missed, any imperfections I wanted to cover, this usually covers them enough, or at least blurs them the way that I want them to be blurred. But because of that illumination factor, I feel like my skin still looks like skin. It still looks more satiny and not like completely mattified. So